This should make sense with a lot of you. I'm talking about the red flags when you're dealing with web design clients. The sort of things that grate you, hit hard, make you contemplate, is this someone you want to be working with? Do you even want to take this project forwards or even continue the conversation with them? These things happen. And here are the 10 red flags that always grate me to the bone. First one is persistent price negotiation. You've kind of given them a fair price already. You've been very transparent. You've done itemized, builds of, not builds, you've itemized what the things are that you're going to do for them. The website design, maybe the DNS transfer, set up the email, which I never like to do, the SEO, all of this stuff. But they don't like it. They try to haggle you down. Or they sometimes argue about, why are you so expensive? I could get that same website built by someone on Fiverr or somewhere else for a $5. Why are you like 1,000,000 times % of that? And you kind of go, well, I've been in the industry a long time. Where, to be honest, that doesn't really matter so much, how long you've been working. But you bring your skills, your expertise, your problem solving, your reputation, your brand, your style, your portfolio. It might even be that they came to you, and that one really grates me, right? I came to you, so you should be offering me a deal. And you kind of go, yeah, this is the best price. And even when you've itemized it, and you kind of go, okay, you don't like the final price. What do you want to take out? And what you take out, I won't do. And you can get done by someone else, or we could do it later on. And the cost will obviously either still be the same, or you might have to pay a bit more based on whatever your costs are at that point in time. But they don't like it. They try to bring you down. Now, if you have built in a little bit of leeway into your price, you could, if you want, negotiate and go, okay, I'll knock off 5 or 10% here or there. Or I might do you a little favor and we'll tweak this so that I can do it within the cost. But if you start haggling down with them, or you allow them to haggle you down, and they barter you down lower, 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 you're setting yourself up for a precedent. Because every time you now suggest to them like a cost of doing something, they are going to keep haggling you down. You are going to regret it, because they'll keep going, no, I'm not going to pay that. I'll pay you this instead. And if you allow them to bring you down to 50%, that's it. You're done for, really. But this happens a lot. It's the number one red flag. I mean, of all the red flags I'm going to tell you, this is the most common one, right? They persistently haggle you down, all right? They want it done cheaper. And my philosophy is, you can have a little bit of leeway, but if that's my baseline,
that is my baseline.
The second one is excessive consultation requests. Now, if within your price, you've said to them, yeah, we might have a discovery call and it's XYZ, and then we might have a handover, an hour video call, and you either charge for them or they're built into the costs, so maybe as part of the 50% that they pay up front, that consultation call or discovery call is already built in, that's okay. But what if during the project, they now want multiple meetings every day, every other time? Oh, Imran, can we have another 1 hour call? Oh, Imran, can we have a quick catch up? Oh, Imran, I want to talk about this with you. Or what if you haven't even what if you have agreed a price, and like what I discussed in the previous video or the previous item, they didn't like the price, so they bartered you down a little bit, or whatever, or you kind of agree to do it at a cheaper rate, or you kind of go, okay, we won't do XYZ to fit your budget. And now they go, great, I'm agreed, I will work with you. So you're going to sort out my loop grid and my single post template for $600. Okay, it's, I'm not overly happy, but I'll do it. So you're thinking, great, you're going to help the client out. And then before you start, the client then says, but I also want a meeting prior to finalize a few things, and then I want another meeting afterwards. So you want to pay me a reduced rate for a loop grid, but you want like a 1 hour video call before and a 1 hour video call afterwards. Bearing in mind that that's going to work out to be $200 per video call, but you want me to give you $400 worth of my time for free. And this does happen. So you kind of have to make clear within your proposal or your documents with them, what are they getting? And if they want more, it is at your discretion. but there could be charges that apply. Number 3 is scope creep that is outside of the budget, okay? They haven't allowed you to adjust the budget. So scope creep, all right? You've agreed X, Y, Z. This is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to deliver. This is how you're going to deliver it. Maybe you're working on your own. Maybe you're working with a team. But there are things that the client then starts to shove in during the project that you could not predict. It was least expected. Oh, can we change the entire design now? Oh, I've seen this really good plugin. Can we just bung that in as well? Oh, look, you're doing the WooCommerce for me. I'm really happy with everything you're doing. But could you also add in like a cart abandonment thing and something else for another funnel of a funnel of a funnel? And you could do them. If it's within your means to just kind of go, nah, it's really easy. It's going to take me 5 minutes extra, 10 minutes here or there. I'll just do it. But you want to make it clear to the client, though, that you're doing it out of your good faith, okay? And that your discretion also kicks in. Because if you keep doing things, they will always expect it. But what about if you don't want to do it? What about if it's going to take 2 or 3 hours? Like it's a new plugin. You've not really used that plugin before, but you know about it and it's good. You're going to have to get on board with it, make sure it works, maybe a few tweaks. You might have to contact the support team if there's a bit of an issue. Have you factored all of that in? And if the client does not want to pay for those extra things, then pull them back to what was agreed. And this is where clients can get really twitchy, but that's where you need to use analogies. Say to them, if you're having a house built or an extension and you've agreed with the builder to do dirt, and now you say, I want to move the door from here to here, they might do it for you. But if they're already committed, you're going to have to pay a bit extra. If you now want to change it from a 1-story to a 2-story, you got to pay extra. Number 4 is rushing the job. I like to have realistic timelines or deadlines set. We're going to start here and we're going to get it done in 4 or 5 days, or as realistic as it needs to be for the project. But then when you start it, the client's like, no, I need it done tomorrow. Yeah, I know you said it would take 7 days, but can you get it done for 5 days? But they don't want to pay extra. If you want to get certain parcels or certain equipment delivered to you, and it's not like Amazon next day delivery and it goes, hey, 5-day delivery, but you want it today or tomorrow or the next day, you pay extra. And you always just go and pay the extra, don't you? Hey, you want it on the same day? Yeah, you got to pay $3.99 now. But if you were to wait 10 days, you'll get it for free. You have to balance off with, can you wait or do you need it now? How many times has a client said, I want it quicker? Now, this does not happen all the time, but it can happen where they want things rapidly, quickly. They got to go live. Their marketing team, The marketing team is ready. They need to be out there. They're launching their product. Why is the website not ready? Come on, I'm paying you. Why is it not ready? Well, because you took your time and it affected us. So sometimes you will have clients that expect a rushed turnaround, but there's no leeway from them and they're not going to pay you any extra. But personally, if anyone wants a rush job from me, I'll get it done, but you have to pay a premium. Number 5 is the refusal to pay for revisions. I make this very crystal clear when I'm working with someone. We're going to do your homepage and you are allowed some minor revisions. If we've agreed a design, minor revisions, but it's on the day. If there are more revisions afterwards, there will be additional cost. If you want a change of the entire design, there will be a cost. If you suddenly decide, I want to change all the content and I've gone and placed it and thought about your design with the wireframe, when you know what the images and the wording are, you're going to play with how do we place this? We've got a whole load of text here, so let's break it up. We've got a little bit of text, let's pad it out with a few more images or more breathing space. So when the clients suddenly go, hey, I want loads of revisions, did you make clear how many revisions were allowed? Did you make the mistake of unlimited revisions? Because basically that means they can do whatever they want and you did allow it. Make clear what they get. So I will say to clients sometimes, if they say to me, is there any way we can bring the price down? And I will go, yeah, there's 3 options. Option 1 at the moment, as what I've said, you get 2 to 3 revisions, okay? So we can tweak it, but then that's it. As a lower price will be you get 1 round of revisions per page. That's it. And if you want a lower price, then I will build as per the design or the wireframe or the mock-up we've got in mind. But then the revisions, unless it is like a typo or I put the wrong word in or something, that's it. So I give them a sliding scale, but you do have to control what you are going to allow them to do, because if you just let them throw revision at you, you are never going to finish the project. And even when the project's done, the website was delivered a month ago, they'll come back to you. Can we tweak this? Can we do that? Can we have a song and a dance? You gotta control it. Number 6 is constant bargaining. And this is a little bit similar to the first one with like trying to negotiate the prices, you know, persistent price negotiation that I did previously. This is where they've kind of agreed a price, but then they're trying to bargain with you. Well, look, if you do X, Y, Z for me for free, like this little bit extra I want for you for free, I got tons of friends that want a website. I'll pass on your details. Hold up. So you're telling me you've got loads of people that need a website, but you're not going to give them my details until I do something for free? Well, you're not much of a friend then, are you? Or I've got loads of business ideas. And if this website does well, I will be using you. Really? Where's the evidence of that? Like, and the fact that they're already bargaining with you now, do you really want to be working with them on maybe 10 more websites? Or maybe they'll offer you like a cut of their profits. They're like, hey, look, every month I'm going to give you 10% of my profits. Do you have any evidence of what they're making now? Do you see their website taking off? Do you think it's likely? And most of the time it isn't. Don't get sucked into that. Unless you can see that they are making like $1 million a month, we'd all love that. But unless they're making big bucks, don't fall into that. Don't let them bargain. Hey, look, I want you to do a day's worth of work and I'm going to give you a lollipop to suck on. No, thank you. Number 7 is lack of commitment. You know how it goes. You got a client, they hesitate to commit to either a proposal or a contract, or there's some delay in the initiation of the project. I've got a client. They're not even a client yet because I don't like to take a deposit until I know we're ready to start. If we're not ready to start, I don't want your deposit. Yeah, we're going to start, delay. We're going to start, delay. We're going to start, delay. I'm on holiday, delay, delay, delay. I hate that, okay? And I just feel like, why am I even still talking to this person? Because this project just never seems to start. It could be that they don't want to pay for the service. Now, I'm not reliant on them for income, so I'm not bothered whether they use me or not. But if there's a lack of commitment, and I don't just mean with starting the project or paying, if it's with providing the resources, the words, the fonts, the content, if it's with sign-off, if it's with responding, if it's with playing ball with what you've said they need to do, if they're not following the guidelines you've set. So you've said you must provide me your content via a Word document or Google Drive or whatever. And they keep sending it via WhatsApp, or they keep sending you images in the wrong style or format, and they're just sending it to you again via WhatsApp. And you've said to them all the time, stop doing that. That lack of commitment is a red flag for me, because now I'm not enjoying the project. I've run off 7 red flags and there are way more. And if you've got any red flags, shove them in the comments because I love to read about them. What do you do about all these red flags? You got to manage them. You got to manage the client. You can try and bring them back on board. But if these flags stop you from enjoying the project, why are you doing it? I have fired clients, many clients. I have walked away from jobs and gone, no, this is just not working. If any of these issues start to give you a sleepless night, make you angry, and don't forget that anger can, just stay, and then you start to kind of feel irritated around other people as well. It affects your mood, your lifestyle, your well-being. Where's the fun in that? Why are so many of you freelancing or got web design agencies? Don't say because I just want to make lots of money, or I saw a TikTok that said I was going to earn $10,000. No, I hope you're doing this because you want to do it. You want to make a difference. So if you are being affected by any red flags, stop, reflect, and decide on what you're going to do about it, okay? But please make sure you keep enjoying web design. Hey, I'm Imran, Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'll see you soon.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit.